The gentleman from the great state of Virginia, Mr. Griffith, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As members of this committee will recall, in early 2011, the Department of Energy subrogated $75 million of U.S. tax dollars for Solyndra solar panels project in violation of the law governing the energy loan program, specifically subrogation section D3, and in the end, it cost the taxpayers more than $95 million. The Energy Act of 2020 included the DOE loan program, and it included reforms in an effort to ensure taxpayer stewardship and protect against repeats of what we saw with Solyndra under President Obama's economic stimulus program. This included language requiring the Treasury Secretary to conduct analysis on Department of Energy loans, as well as report language requiring periodical reports to Congress assessing the status of projects sponsored by the Department of Energy. Secretary Granholm, has DOE worked out a memorandum of understanding with the Treasury Department to conduct the analysis required by law, yes or no?
I'm going to have to check with the LPO to see if that's
And I appreciate that. If
completed.
you could get me an answer, I greatly appreciate it.
Yep.
Likewise, have any loan guarantees been denied as a result of Department of Treasury analysis? And if you don't know, if you could get me an answer to that as well.
All I can tell you is that there are 3 that have been approved in recent months, which are very exciting, but I do not have the data on what has been denied.
And can you provide us with the Department of Treasury's analysis on those, even if it's just a simple, we don't see any problem? I'd like to appreciate getting that.
Sure.
This committee issued a report in August of 2012 detailing our findings on the Department of Energy's failed management of the loan guarantee program, which was in clear disservice to the taxpayers' interest. You've been Secretary for about 14 months now. Are you working with the Inspector General to address the issues identified during the Obama stimulus program in order to assure the American people that the law is currently being followed? And again, if you need to get to me later, I understand.
Yeah, I know that the new head of our loan programs office, Jigar Shah, I don't know if you've met with him yet, but he has revamped the entire program. Now, I'm assuming that he did so in consultation with the Inspector General report, but I cannot say that to you at this moment. So
I appreciate that. And if you could get me an answer to that at a later time, I would greatly appreciate it. Would you agree that as stewards of taxpayer funds, we should not be subsidizing loans where the projects have little to no skin in the game and are a low likelihood of reaching full market acceptance?
We should be subsidizing loans that, the reason the Loan Program Office exists is because a commercial bank is not going to, which are very, very risk averse, is not going to take it. We also should be guardians of the taxpayer dollars. So that balance is what the Loan Program Office strives to achieve. It's why the vetting process of loans takes a year to be able to make sure, is this right? Is this going to pan out? Are we going to make sure that the taxpayer gets their money back? And so I agree it's got to be carefully done, but it also is set up to take on these new technologies that that inherently are risky because they're brand new and haven't been done before. We fill in that valley of death in the research, development, deployment spectrum, and that's what the Loan Program Office does.
So it's fair to say that you've taken steps to ensure that the projects you're funding are actually going to be deployed at some point, or that you have great hopes that they will.
That's the expectation, certainly.
And that was one of the problems with the Solyndra project. It went into default in December of 2010, and they wouldn't let go of a project that had gone bad. All right, that being said, let me switch gears and just say that I'm a big proponent of parity between fossil fuel research and research for renewables. I have got no problem with renewables, but I also think there's a huge amount of technology that we can do. The Chinese are selling outdated equipment for coal-fired power plants to Africa. If we develop ways to burn coal, the world's going to burn it. You know that, and I know that, because of India, Africa, and frankly, the base load in the United States will continue to some extent. As a result, the cleaner that we can burn coal, the cleaner that we can use our fossil fuels, the more likely we are to have both an impact on the air quality and the ability to sell to countries in other parts of the world, because they too want cleaner air, But if they can't get it from us, they're going to get the cheap, dirty stuff from our colleagues in China. That's my opinion. I give that to you. I look forward to working with you to resolve some of these issues, and I look forward to making sure that the loan guarantee program does what it's supposed to and that the law is followed. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
The gentleman yields back. The chair now